Good evening. The cricket world is in mourning tonight with the tragic passing of Phillip Hughes. The talented 25-year-old never regained consciousness after he was struck by a ball on Tuesday. Today, his family made the heartbreaking decision to switch off his life support.
For Phillip Hughes' parents, the bedside vigil was over. The faces of his teammates delivered the terrible news. It was then left to the captain to speak publicly on behalf of Phillip Hughes' family.
We're devastated by the loss of our much-loved son and brother Phillip. It's been a very difficult few days. We appreciate all the support we have received from family, friends, players, Cricket Australia and the general public. Cricket was Phillip's life and we as a family shared that love of the game with him. We would like to thank all the medical and nursing staff at St Vincent's Hospital and Cricket New South Wales medical staff for their great efforts with Phillip. We love you.
The cricket world and beyond had hoped and prayed for a miracle, but at 3:40 p.m, 49 hours after Phillip Hughes was felled by a bouncer, Cricket Australia announced he had lost his fight. It is my sad duty to inform you that a short time ago, Phillip Hughes passed away. He never regained consciousness following his injury on Tuesday. He was not in pain before he passed and was surrounded by his family and close friends. As a cricket community, we mourn his loss and extend our deepest sympathies to Phillip's family and friends at this incredibly sad time. Among the first to hear the news, Sean Abbott. Head down in the black cap, he was the man who tragically bowled the fatal ball and is now the focus of so much support. The shock spread across the country.
The tragic news has broken that Phillip Hughes, the cricketer that was hit in the back of the head with a cricket ball a couple of days ago, has passed away. What a tragedy.
At the Sydney Cricket Ground, the scene of Phillip Hughes' last stand, they lowered the flag as players, along with wives and girlfriends, needed to be together, to mourn together, for Australian cricket's saddest day. They were joined by Australian coach Darren Lehmann, former captain Ricky Ponting and all-rounder Steve Smith, an endless roll call of mates. From the moment the 25-year-old collapsed in the middle of the SCG on Tuesday, he was unconscious and in a critical condition, and had never changed despite the best efforts of doctors.
He was a classic example of his country upbringing, humble, understated and hard-working. When the chips were down or he had a setback, he simply got on with the job and worked harder. He set a wonderful example to any young person seeking to make their way in life.
And this from the Prime Minister.
The thought that a player in his prime should be killed playing our national game is shocking and sobering.
As a cricketer, Phillip Hughes was exciting and dashing. He was always a fighter, in and out of the test team. He never gave up on the baggy green.
If you can believe in yourself, either whatever you do, you can do it, either be in sport or just general life.
The game itself today tried to keep going, and an Australian 11 to play India tomorrow trained in Adelaide. But next week's first test in Brisbane has to be in jeopardy.
At the moment, as far as I'm concerned, and I suppose as far as the cricket community is concerned, it is on at the moment, but we'll just have to see what transpires over the next day or two or three.
But whatever happens, it's hard to imagine how some of these players will be able to focus on a game of cricket.
Yeah, you'd understand if they wanted to pull out of the game, but I think the game, should go ahead.
But that is for another time. Now it's about remembering a Test cricketer who brought so much excitement and was ready to deliver so much more. Damien Ryan, 9 News.
Tom Wren is at St Vincent's Hospital, and Tom, the Hughes family has passed on their gratitude to staff there.
Brenton, they have, through that statement delivered by Aussie skipper Michael Clarke, they relayed their gratitude to all of the St Vincent staff behind me who fought so hard and so valiantly to keep Phillip with us. From the emergency staff who tended to Phillip when he arrived little more than 48 hours ago, to all of the brain surgeons and the nurses who worked tirelessly around the clock. But in the end, his injury, unfortunately, was just too severe. the Australian team doctor describing that injury as catastrophic.
Phillip took the blow at the side of the neck, and as a result of that blow, his vertebral artery, one of the main arteries leading to the brain, was compressed by the ball. That caused the artery to split and for bleeding to go up into the brain.
Tonight, Brenton, the cricketing nation, in fact the entire nation, grieves for Phillip Hughes. Flags just 1 kilometre down the road at the SCG flying at half-mast as a nation tries to come to terms with the gravity of losing someone whose life has been cut way too short.
Tom, thank you.